Good evening, everybody. This is the Drone2BWild pilot, and I want to start addressing certain issues here. I just now got this whipped up here. It says the FAA banned drones from flying at the Standing Rock oil pipeline protests. Drone footage of clashes with police at the campsite have gone viral. Of course they're gonna go viral because the drones capture everything. They're the eyes in the sky. They captured everything last Sunday. Digital smoke signals, Myron Dewey. Probably one of the best drone footages of clashes with the protectors and the use of water cannons. Somewhat crowd control tactics when we clearly see that they're pointing the water cannons right at one single person, and it's like they're only one in the open there. Now, is that a crowd? You guys review the footage and look at it again. Let's continue on to this here. This weekend, the United States Federal Aviation Administration issued a temporary flight restriction. Now, when they say temporary, this must be a long temporary, because ever since before the treaty camp got invaded, when my drone got shot up by rubber bullets when they could not shoot it, and I put out that video of them that very evening, we've had this complication with FAA putting up these no-fly zone restrictions. But yet, the very next couple of days, that Thursday, airplanes and helicopters were flying obviously very dangerously low. And when the Buffalo came out that day, now these helicopters are supposed to be in support of the law enforcement. Okay, now does law enforcement, what do you consider support? Does this consider like the helicopters going dangerously all the way low, trying to run down and pretty much crush the horse riders as they're trying to, run freely on the plains? Now, these are big, heavy aircraft, which can cause a lot more damage than a simple DJI drone. Now think about that, guys. FAA. Whose side are you on? Are you biased? Non-biased? Are you on the side of the protectors? Are you on the side of the drone pilots? Are you on the side of the Martin County? Let's look at this. Let's rewind it back. Out of all this stuff, it's about safety. That's why these rules and these laws are regulated, right? Now, I'm gonna express every time I go out, I fly with 110% safety. I always aware where there's aircraft flying around. I go really low. Normally I'll be flying like 5 feet above the ground. Now, that's not way in the sky where a helicopter is gonna be, right? So I cannot endanger the aircraft. But note this, once the law enforcement see the drones coming to them, they radio the helicopters and the airplanes to change flight path and to start going in the area of the drone so they can use that for an excuse. I stressed that many of times. Yeah, I watched this. I'm really observant. Now, here's my statement about this. Drone2BWild's gonna still be flying. He's still gonna be documenting this. He's still gonna be capturing all this evidence, and he's still gonna be doing what he's doing. And that's going wild with the drone, hovering around the cops, capturing them as they're pointing sniper weapons towards the protectors, And I'm gonna go over there and capture everything as it happens, because it's my right, and it's the drone's right, the First Amendment right. Now, FAA, you think about that. The First Amendment right, before you start banning drones. Think about it. What's more dangerous? A huge helicopter with a lot of gas in there as it crashes and burns, or a simple drone which will just fall out of the sky, and the most thing you can cause is a propeller just hitting up somebody and causing cuts. But it won't never go to that, because this Drone2BWild pilot here is pretty damn skilled at what he does, and I've been flying every day to prove my skills to the world, and the world sees it. And I will continue to fly. I will continue to cover all this. That's my First Amendment right. That's what's gonna cover me. And as you can see it, live feeds. Watch me fly. Watch what I do. You'll see if is there any danger about it. The only thing that's in danger is the people that have weapons. Now, that's my last statement to the FAA. You guys have a good night. And
there's a question on here that you might want to address.
Oh.
And that is that you can, supposedly according to this one viewer, that you can actually petition for permission from the FAA to fly your drone. What do you think the likelihood is that that's going to be approved?
How would I petition it?
There's actually a way that you can
all
go
many
on
drone pilots, or just pretty much everybody that's in camp that can write a petition for it?
You can actually, they're saying that you can actually ask for permission to fly your drone even though it's a no-fly zone for anything other than military aircraft. What do you think the possibilities are that that would be granted to you?
Ooh.
0.
Most likely everyone says 0, but you know what though? I think the FAA does respect what I do. They just don't want to see it, because I remember about 3 months ago I got a call from them, and the North Dakota FAA guy, before he stated the rules to me, he said he loved what I was doing with the drones. Now that's coming from an FAA guy. So maybe I should take up on that this guy's question. If I have to, can my followers whip up a statement, a petition for me, and inbox it to me and have it ready for me, and we'll get this petition going. If we have to have 1,000 signatures, we'll make it viral, and trust me, the whole world's behind my back, and everyone will sign that paper. And to all you haters who are on this page and who like snooping in on our stuff, all I gotta say is, can you fly a drone? No. Just, you know, sit back on your TV and watch the world change right in front of your eyes. Any other questions out there for everybody?
Actually, we have a couple people who said that they're going to get something for you and inbox it to you.
Thank you. What are their names?
See if I can scroll back here. Oh, I have several people that say they're going to sign it. Gina says she'll sign it.
Cool.
Once it's up.
Well, let's see if we can make one that goes viral, where we could sign the petition and then just keep sharing it and sharing it.
Fawn says she'll sign it. Fawn Kasimi says she'll sign it.
I'll sign it.
Everybody's gonna sign it. So that's what I want. That's what I want.
Trish Duffield says, I'll research it and get you info if you'd like.
Yes,
So,
yes,
Trish.
do it, Trish. What I want to do is make it pretty much a shared petition. We could spread it around to the drone page, drone community, and pretty much everyone at the camp. We'll sign it, you know. But yeah, thank you guys.
It's called http dronelawjournal.com. That's from Karen Kadena. That's sorry if I mispronounced her name, but she actually, Drone Law Journal is where the information is, so we appreciate that. Dee says she'll sign it. Lonnie says they'll sign it.
Great.
Emma Phillips. Thomas says we got your back.
All right, I know my whole followers on this drone page and my personal page and the Indigenous Resident page. A lot of people really do respect what I do. I know I'm jumping through hoops. I know I'm kind of flying over and below FAA regulations and rules, but somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to push this FAA rules and policies to the limit. Somebody's got to push this drone technology to the limit, and I'm going to be that person, because that's my life mission to do. This technology we have, we got to push it. You know, these rules and regulations, we got to push it. If there's a really skilled pilot out there, don't let a few rules and regulations hold him back from, you know, creating something so beautiful and magnificent, you know, with technology such as drones. Now, let me need to remind you, the other day, I haven't put it back up. They took it down, but my Phantom 4 recently bought to $1,200. Took it up for the second flight into it. Flew around the Turtle Hill, and like I said, the Phantom 4s I have, they're like the hawks that come in, and they swoop in like hawks and eagles, and they take out their prey. When I say take out, that means documenting. So don't get anything crooked here, those pro-dapple people who like snooping in on the page. But they got shot up. They're learning though. Morgan County is learning. I'm gonna give them that. The first time they shot it up, I even got really close to them and they couldn't even shoot it. Everybody, you guys remember that, right? If you guys do remember what the footage I'm talking about, just do some screenshots of that and post it in the comments and people will see which video I'm talking about. Clearly embarrassed all of them. You know, Martin County's finest. They all need to go back to the shooting range. But, like I said, I gotta give it to them. You know, they're using their brains finally. Now they upgraded to shotguns, which has pellets that burst out of the barrel and spread out. So they're guaranteed to shoot it even though they're off an angle or 2 or centimeter. So the Phantom 4 ended up getting shot. I'm pretty sure you guys seen a few of my followers actually edited some posts. Repost those pics on this comment page too, guys, so everyone will know what I'm talking about as I read all this. They shot up propellers, they shot the props up, they shot in the, if I shake the Phantom 4, there's still pellets inside. I haven't yet opened it yet, but it still flies. But my job right now is I'm gonna open it up and put those little pellets in a baggie, and those are gonna be the evidence right there. They shot the filter screen, but they didn't shoot the camera. So pretty much that, again, my drone got shot at and it was still flyable. But I just need some new props up there. If anyone's kind enough to throw the pilot some props, because I have a feeling we're gonna go through a lot of props, you know, and just some filters. I got some filters myself, but you guys, you know, you don't have to. You don't have to. But if you want to, I love that. And but yeah, they're shooting at the drones. They don't care. I had a top secret radio, and we were listening in on the radio. We were listening in on Martin County. You think they're trying to be secret? No, we're all transparent here. I'm gonna tell it all. We listen to everything they say. The drones are the eyes in the sky. I personally heard it myself. I think I did a live feed on it. We need to start taking down these drones, quoted by the Martin County, whoever was on the radio. We need to start taking down these drones because they're giving up our locations. And then a few minutes later, they got back on the radio again. These drones are just getting too hardcore. We need to start shooting them down. So there it is, guys. Now, did the FAA let them notify that? Did they know about that? No, basically they're just making their own rules. They're breaking their own rules. They don't care, but they love to force their laws and rules on us, though, right? So, is this country free? No, it's not. We're literally fighting for our freedom. We're fighting for our freedom in an area right there that's, when you enter that camp, it's the best freedom in the world, in the whole world, in the country. You could go there and you disconnect yourself from everything. You disconnect yourself from money. You disconnect yourself from bills. You disconnect yourself from everyday stress. All these connections and all these illusions that are created. This government system that's created to oppress and to squeeze and to stress your soul out. That's why we cannot live the way as true human beings can live, because we're oppressed and we're being squished and we're being controlled and we're being forced and we're being limited by this government. Now, they talk about this is the land of the free, home of the brave. That just went out the window. You guys think about that. The true freedom is indigenous freedom. The original rules, laws of this universe was created. And then there was the next rules and laws, and that was the laws and the rules of Mother Nature. Now that is where the government needs to look into that, because you don't need, when you have the rules of Mother Nature and the laws, we don't need to forcibly force those upon the people or the animals or the plant life or the water, because we